I attended the virtual Filex conference on Saturday for a full day's training, and did lots of work on myofascial slings, so anatomical sling work. So that will be the progression. That'll be the work for the next few weeks that I'll be doing on Tuesdays. And it was really interesting. The biggest thing that came out of the conference was this idea of stress, and not just stress like in terms of mental stress, anxiety and that kind of thing, but taking that through to your body as well, but particularly to your tissues of the body, and not overstressing the tissues of the body. So, and there's a point made that if you have anxious clients or clients that are feeling stressed, you really shouldn't be doing things that are too hard. You shouldn't be overloading the tissues with stress if they're feeling mentally stressed, which I thought was a lovely concept, you know, particularly connecting the mind and the body. So, so what we'll do is we'll start with the warm-up that we'll do will be really quite gentle, but the goal of it is that you feel better at the end of the workout. You should never feel worse. You know, that kind of thing of like, oh, you can't sit down for 3 days after you've done a workout. If there's a deal of stress around, then stressing the body, particularly the tissues of the body, is not a good idea. And then, as the weeks progress, we'll look at one of the slings. So we'll do the lateral sling and then the posterior oblique. And you don't need to know all that kind of stuff, but just to let you know that over the next 4 or 5 weeks, that will be the theme. And we'll be covering all the anatomical slings and getting the myofascia and the ligaments and the tendons, soft tissues all nice and stretched and activated and mobilized, as opposed to overloaded. Yeah? Yeah. So to be quite gentle, this is kind of a stretchy sort of introduction to that kind of work. And most of the beginning of it will be done sitting in a chair. Yeah. But we did this for a 15-minute move session, and I felt fantastic at the end of it. Hopefully it's the same for you. So I'll just start with some shoulder work. We're going to do wall slides. So feel as if your back is straight against the wall, and then the hands are against the wall, and now just bend the elbows and slide the arms down, and then back up.
You need the right one.
10 wall slides.
That one.
Chair, but sitting forward, perch forward on your chair. So your back's nice and straight, you're not against the back of the chair, you're actually supporting yourself. Beautiful. From here, just take the arms to shoulder height, keep a right angle in the elbows and bring them forward and out. Yeah, so internal rotation, external rotation, internal, external, 3 and 4 and 5. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, excellent. All right. So has everybody got their weights handy? You got a dumbbell? We'll do, yeah, grab it. So we'll do one set unloaded so we get the movement pattern, and then we'll do the second set with a dumbbell in your hands. I'm just going to get a count because I gave my dumbbells to somebody else this morning. So I've got a can of my favourite food at the minute, black beans, very healthy, very good for you. So it's called a halo. So hands as if you're holding your dumbbell, and then this is the movement pattern. Yeah, so the elbow's high, and we're taking the hands around the head. Yeah, so I'll come a little bit closer. So from here, elbow high, that's it, and then keep your hands nice and close to the head. So the weight will be staying close to the head as you go all the way around. Great for shoulder mobility. I've been doing this with some kettlebells and I feel fantastic after this. Yes, if you go 10 times one way, so I'm going to the right first, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Come to the front and then reverse that. Yeah, have a little bit of a, just relax if you need to, and then back the other way. Elbows high, and that weight stays nice and close to the head. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Bernadette, make sure the elbow's high and the hands are low. So the hands are in front of your face, but the elbow's higher. Yeah. And yeah, 10 each way. Yeah, very good. Excellent. Did everybody do that loaded? Did you already have the weight in your hand for that one? Yeah. All right, we might maybe do a second set. We'll just do 5 though. Yeah, so 5 each way. So to the right first, keeping that elbow nice and high. Hands in front of your face. Should be a really tight circle around your head. Yeah. 4 and 5, and then swapping sides, going to the left first. Nice tight circles around the head. Elbows nice and high. Yeah. Feeling that. Amazing. That's it. Good. Yeah. Side stretches. So we'll go here with the hands, and then to one side, back to here, and then we'll go over to the other side. Yeah, and we'll do 10 of those each side. That's 1. Right hand side, left for 2, right, left for 3, right, left for 4, right, left 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. So this fascia, this connective tissue that surrounds all the muscles, so it's like a sheath around all the muscles and around all the fibers in the muscle. Think of this kind of exercise as, it's like a piece of plastic, and you know when it gets burnt and it kind of crinkles? Well, that's what fascia does. So this is like, all this exercise is like we're ironing it out. We're ironing out the fascia. We're getting rid of all those crinkles and we're smoothing it out again. Yeah? So that's what the kind of effect that this exercise has. So sitting, legs nice and wide, and we're flopping forward. So hands inside the, here, so just in front of the groin, if you like. And then we're going to flop forward and just relax forward. So just make sure the weight of the head is taking that forward momentum, and you should feel a real lovely release in the lower back. Yeah. So just flop forward and hold that. Make sure you breathe. And rolling back up through the spine until you're sitting straight again. Ribs over the hips. Yeah? Good. So we'll do that one more time. So make sure it's the weight of the head that takes the body forward and flopping forward in between your legs. And just holding that and just allowing that lower back, that lumbar spine to stretch. And breathe nice and deep, big deep breaths. And curling up. Excellent. So we're going to do some pelvic tilts. So I'll show you from the side. So from here, tilt forward in the pelvis and then back. Yeah, take it into the back like we do with those sitting cat camels. But it's the pelvis that we're tilting. Yeah. Anterior, posterior pelvic tilt. 10 times. So 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. So go back forward, and now we'll try and, as much as you can, hip circles. So you're kind of sitting, but doing that pelvic tilt, and then take it to the side. So we're rolling around through the hips. And then swap sides, do 5 on the other side. Good. Final one of this kind is we'll get back to the legs being turned out, and we're taking one hand down towards the floor, and then we're going to lift the other one up into the air. So we've got this stretch. Yeah. And then coming back up to straight, and then taking down to the other side. So one hand pointing up in the air, one hand's touching the floor, and there's that twist. And back up, and we'll do 2 more of those. One to the right hand side. And back up to straight, and then to the left. And straight. Just make sure your legs are as far apart as you can, so you're getting that stretch through the adductors as well. And finally, one more to the left-hand side. Excellent. Well done. Good. Abs. So what we're going to do is this one. So from here, we've got our dumbbell in our hands. It's a modified pullover crunch. So arms are here. So we are going to lean back until the back touches the back of the chair. Yeah. And then pull over. So drop the weight back. Oh, and then bring them both forward. And as you bring them both forward, hip flexor, hip flexor. Yeah.
Sorry, we will perhaps right back.
Up first to the back of the chair, then do the pullover with the dumbbell, and then bring it back straight, and then put your hip flexor there. Yeah, that's 2. And 3. And 4. And
all right.
5. And 6. 4 more. Back. back to the chair, forward, hip flexor, back, forward, hip flexor, that's 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Very good, excellent. And so let's just check this one. Oh yeah. Good. Okay. Just do a bit of work on the legs. So from here, we're going extension, which we've done a lot of before, but now we're taking that out to the side, external, and then down. Yeah. Left leg, extension, lateral movement, back and down. Yeah. And right, out to the side, back and down. So lifting away from the chair, using the abs to keep you lifted. There, that's it. Left for 4, right, 5, left, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 8 on the left hand side. This is 9. Just check your posture, make sure your back's nice and straight. 9 on the left, and 10, and 10. Very good, excellent. So that's our sitting down exercises. So this is the first one. So if you move your chair, make sure you're holding on to it with your left hand. Left leg forward, so we're in a lunge position, yeah? Make this as long and as deep as you're happy for that to be. Yeah, so from the side, looks like this. Back nice and straight, that back knee's bent. This knee should be over your ankle, so you should have that vertical shin in that front leg. Yeah, so you're sitting down to the hip flexor. Just make sure that the pelvic tilt is posterior. Yeah, so from that position, holding on with the left hand, right hand above your head, and make sure you've got your pelvic tilt, and then we're going leaning over to the left hand side. So we're always going to that forward leg side. Yeah, and bring that back. And again, yeah. To deepen that lunge as you stretch to the left-hand side and back. You can come out of your lunge at that point, down into your lunge and stretch. And 2 more. Try and get that stretch a little bit more every time. And last one. 4, 5. Beautiful. Bring that back leg forward. Swap your chair. Right legs forward, right hands on the chair. Nice and long, nice and deep. Make sure you got that pelvic tilt. So that's pushing your groin forward. So from here, just make sure you got that kind of tilt. Yeah. That front leg's in a vertical shin, holding on, left arm above the left shoulder, and deepen that lunge and side stretch. Good. And again. Just trying to take it a little bit further every time. Not huge, just a little bit for 3. And ironing out that crinkled fascia. 4, and last one. 5. Beautiful. Excellent. You won't need your chair for this next one, but you will need your weights. Actually, let's just go one weight. We'll do a single arm version. So we're going to do our single arm wood chopper. So from here, bring it down diagonally across the body, bending both knees until that weight goes all the way down to the toes on the other side, yeah? So I've got mine starting on the right-hand side above my head, diagonally across the body, both knees squat movement, down to the other side toe and back up again. That's 2 and 3. This arm, just make sure that goes back. You can have your elbow bent if you want, you can do it straight, but it goes back. Yeah, and moves with it, yeah. 5. Just make sure that right knee doesn't fall too far in. There is some compensation through that knee, but not much. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Beautiful. And swapping your black bean tin into the other hand, left hand above the left shoulder. Get this arm involved, yeah, and wood chopper down to the right hand foot and bringing it back, yeah. Diagonally across the body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Good work. All right. We'll just we'll continue for about 5 minutes more. But can you feel that? You feel like? Do you feel how that works on the body? Yeah. So we'll do a squat base because we've done a bit of lunging. So from here we'll go sumo squat. So we're wide, feet turned out, knees turned out, and we've got the weights in one hand. So let those fall down. So we'll do a squat, sumo squat, to curl, hammer curl, to press. Yeah, excellent. And down, and then that's it.
Stu, just shuffle back a little bit. That's it. Right.
You just make sure that the depth here is not, don't do this. Get the depth by bending forward. The depth should come from the hips. Yeah? So you go as low as you can into the hips, bend the knees, not lean forward. So from here, sumo squat, keep the chest high. That's it. Curl and press. Good, that's 2. Yeah? And nice deep sumo squat. 3. And 4. And 5. 5 more. 6. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes, even when you do your curl. 7. 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. That weight into the other hand, and we'll do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll do a bit of a stretch and we're done. Yeah. So weight down. Nice deep sumo squat to hammer curl to press. Yeah. And nice deep sumo squat to hammer curl to press. 4. Good, looking good actually, looks really good. Just make sure you're doing single arm versions rather than 2 at a time. Just do the 1, yeah, left hand side, the 6, yeah. And really important that depth comes from the hip, not the leaning forward. 7, and 8, and 9. Beautiful, good work, looking great from where I am. And 10. Awesome, fantastic. Very good. Chest stretch. So from here, just pushing forward the chest, the hands are back. Yeah. And then reverse that, bring the arms forward, pushing back into thoracic spine. Good. We'll keep the legs hamstring stretch. So one's forward, like this, yeah. And then this is straight, this leg straight, this one's bent and pinch forward. Keep the back nice and straight. And swap that. And last one, we'll do quad stretch if everybody can do that. It's often a tough one, that. Outside. Even if you just grab the back of your pant. Good. And then finally, just reaching up, hands nice and wide, fingers. This, yeah. And done. So that's the kind of warm-up we'll do on Tuesdays, and then, as I say, we'll add things. So next week we'll be looking at particularly the lateral sling, which it joins this arm and this leg together. So we'll be doing a lot of that kind of work, and then we'll move to that kind of work, and then we'll move gradually through the 4 slings every week. But yeah, I hope that makes you feel a lot better. So there's this idea of not adding to the stress, not adding physically to the stress in your body with the stress that we're all under or have been in the last 6 weeks. Looks great, looks fantastic, well done.